So here I'm going to show you some of the basics of Gmail. Our VP Tech email is run by Google. If you sign up for Gmail now, it's a little bit of an updated version of what we have, but some of the functions that I'm going to show you are still the same. What I really like about Gmail is that you can archive emails. So I'm a big fan of not having any emails in my inbox. It clutters up my space for me. So to archive an email, you simply check the box and hit this button here that says archive. You can also archive when you are in the email by hitting the same box. So when you hit archive, you are not deleting the conversation, you're not deleting the email, you're just putting it away. You can easily call up that email. But another thing that I really like about Gmail is this search function. So you can search all of your archived emails for what you might need. So let's say that I wanted to pull up that email that I just deleted again. I search my family fun day, this is my keyword to find it, and there it is. You can search for a variety of different things. You can search based on username or whatever. The other thing that I really like about Gmail is the ability to label my emails. So let's say that I wanted to keep a group of emails together. Oftentimes we ask the students to, like, say, apply for open house. I keep all of those in one folder, or I have my students, when they first join the shop, set up their Gmail account and email me from it. So here's all of my new students, and I keep that all together. And those are kind of fun to look back on at a later date. If I wanted to label an email and put it in a particular folder, just again simply check it, and then this file folder icon, click on that, and you can either move it to a current folder or create a new folder or label. So I'll call this advisory board, and if needed, you can also nest the label underneath another one. And there it is. So you have no new mail, nothing you know that you need to deal with urgently. The chat feature is a nice feature in Gmail. Tracy, the other biotechnology teacher, and I use it quite a bit because we're in two different rooms. So I might open it up and ask her to send over Rover. And she will send that student on over. It's a nice way to function. We can also drop files in there and seamlessly share information that way. I do have the students disable this function on their account because I'm not comfortable with allowing them to have kind of a chat feature that's not easy for me to monitor. So I've showed you that in the previous slide how to disable that, but I'll show you that here. You go to that drop down and you can change. Let's say you didn't want somebody to talk to you, you could put yourself as busy or even invisible, meaning you're not there, but the students would have sign out. Okay, and that would disable that chat feature, which I just recommend doing. The other thing that's really nice about Gmail is the ability to create groups, and I would recommend doing this with all of your different classes if you're going to implement some of the Google programs here. So you can go to Mail, that drop down, and actually it'll bring up your contacts page. And you can see here on the left that I have a variety of different groups. I have my advisory board group together, and then the different classes that I deal with. So I can easily send out a mass email to those particular groups. So I've set up a test group here, student test. That's just for you guys, so I'm not showing off anybody's email. And you can see that I've got 3 students in this group. So if I composed an email, I could just type in student test. I'll show you that in a moment, and it would send an email to all of them. If I wanted to add to this group, simply hit new contact and type in the student's name, type in their email address, and it's already automatically added to the student test group. But if I needed to add Jane student to a group, go to this drop down button here and add her to whichever group I need, or create a new one if I need to do that. And you can definitely add a note here. You can add pictures. You can definitely develop this if you need to. So let me show you how these groups could work. So in my mailbox here, if I wanted to make a new email, and let's say that I wanted to email my students in that student test group, as I start to type student into the to box, you'll notice that student test comes up as an option, and I click that, and there's all of my students in that cluster. And then I can remind them of the test or whatever needs to happen. And I'm not going to actually send that because those emails don't exist. And those are the basic features of Gmail, at least what I use, and I definitely want to hear about what anybody else might use.